negotiate with Joe. He went down there and saw the president. He thought he was making progress, and then the president's boss, General Kelly, called him and overruled him. We have a great report, by the way, on CNN.com, which Dan Abash, Kevin Liptak, Dan America, and Jeff Zeleny have a wonderful TikTok that takes you into the room and tells you what was happening there and how General Kelly overruled the president. So that's why they can't do it, Alex. Your position is completely sensible. The problem is there's just no trust that they will actually help the dreamers.
Jackie, I'll give you the last word. But we should mention that Democrats are also in a bind here because if they look like they are caving on DACA politically, that could be a huge problem for them going into 2018. You've got a lot of Democrats who are thinking about running for the president. They're grandstanding on this, so there are politics on both sides that are very, for the base, that are very hot. For both sides of each party. Okay, Senator Chuck Schumer speaking right now. Let's go back to Capitol Hill.
Last night, after a lot of effort on the Democratic side to negotiate a final deal for the American people, Republicans in Congress plunged headfirst into the Trump shutdown. How'd we get here? Why is it that Republicans and President Trump are unwilling to do the jobs they were elected to do and reach an agreement to fund the military, critical programs for the middle class, address DACA, fund children's health, and take care of disaster aid? Over the last several months, Democrats have bent over backward to negotiate with the White House. Unfortunately, the president and Republican leaders in Congress are like Abbott and Costello. The congressional leaders tell me to negotiate with President Trump. President Trump tells me to figure it out with Republican leaders. Let me talk a little bit about what transpired in the negotiations. First, a little history. Last year, when President Trump ended the DACA program, we immediately began working on a solution that both sides could agree to. Leader Pelosi and I went to dinner with the president. We came away with an agreement to pursue a deal pursuing the DACA Act with border security. The president agreed. But that night and the next morning, the hard right came after him. Breitbart called him Amnesty Trump. Laura Ingraham even insisted he be impeached. By the weekend, he had backed off. Then Congress went to work. In a bipartisan way, Senators Durbin and Graham and their four compatriots worked hard to deliver a bipartisan deal. 2 weeks ago, the president had a meeting on national television for the world to see. He said he wanted four things: protect the dreamers, secure the border, end what he calls chain migration, and end the diversity visa lottery. And then he said he'd sign what Congress would come up with. Well, the bipartisan gang of six delivered. When the president heard about the contours of the deal on the phone with Senator Durbin, he was thrilled. He invited Senators Durbin and Graham to the White House, but the hard right attacked again. A meeting that could have ended in a bipartisan handshake instead devolved into one of the most infamous meetings of his presidency. But still, we went back to work. Excuse me, I'm a cold. But still, we went back to work to strike a deal with the president. Yesterday, I talked to the president in the morning. We were not far apart on the issues. A deal to fund military and critical programs for the middle class can be struck. We agreed to the contours of that deal. An immigration deal was in reach. We could address children's health insurance, other health issues, disaster aid. We went to the meeting and had a long and productive discussion. I told the president we Democrats were willing to fund the military at the highest levels in history, far above even his budget request. I reluctantly put his wall request for the southern border on the table. It was his request. We left the meeting having agreed to try for a short-term CR that would keep everyone at the negotiating table for a few more days. The president suggested, let's do it by Tuesday night. We said, great. Several hours later, he called back. He said, "So, I hear we have a 3-week deal." I said, "No, Mr. President, no one's even talked to me about a 3-week deal." "I heard that's the deal." I said, "No one's talked to me." I called Leader Pelosi. No one had talked to her. Then, a few hours later, they called back again. "Well, we're going to need this in addition." Things, it was General Kelly, that they knew were far, far right and off the table. Now, the lunch that seemed so promising was quickly overtaken by hard right forces in the administration, even though we bent over backwards to meet the president's demands. Negotiating with this White House